For a lot of the newer generation parents, they don't want to raise their kids the way their parents raised them, the way they discipline them and things like that. For parents who want to raise their kids differently, what are some practical ways they can foster like emotional intelligence at home?
By being emotionally intelligent themselves, right? Because children model behavior after the parents. So the more healthy and whole and more you can really work through your wounds, your own mother wounds, your own father wounds, your own trauma, the more you'll be able to stay present. So when the kid does something and it really inflames you, it's like you're staring at your own childhood in front of you. You can either do what your parents did, or you stop, develop your own emotional intelligence, recognize that the child is just doing what children do, but it's about you regulating your own emotions and how you're going to manage that. In doing so, the child now can have the space to be able to understand themselves without the parent putting onto them the wound. You're passing the wounds down. So now the child can go, oh, mom is emotionally regulated, dad's emotionally regulated. Does it mean you're a perfect parent? By far, no. It's also good for kids to see, like, hey, you've really hit my line. And then you establish the boundaries. A lot of my parenting had more to do with my own regulating my own internal state than the actual parenting skills. I also taught her from a very young age mindfulness skills. Around 3 years old, they start to have really big feelings, and she was having a hard time managing her emotions, which is developmentally very appropriate. Instead of me trying to fix that for her or getting all upset that she's having big feelings around something, I would tell her, Habibti, go to your room and find your space. It wasn't a timeout. It wasn't anything punishing. It was go find your space. And I would tell her, when you're ready to come out, mommy will be here for you. So that she knew I was still there for her to manage these big feelings, but also her being able to gain her own sense of regulating her emotions and giving her time to feel those feelings. And sometimes I also needed to regulate my emotions as she was finding her space. I too was finding mine. I wanted to make sure she was safe in the room. And so you could hear her like throwing her little stuffed animals or doing some things. And I didn't shame her for that. She would come out and she would come out smiling. And I would celebrate her for managing her emotions so that she could get a sense of, oh, I did that. I could do that on my own.